Hello, good evening, viewers. Once again, we welcome you back to Baramatu Voice Election Headquarters, where issues bordering on the recently held presidential and the National Assembly's election is being discussed, round the clock, and the update given to you. We again thank you in a special way for remaining with Marabatu Voice. You've been so wonderful. Your support has been so critical. We appreciate you. We just came back from Abuja, from the National Collation Center. It was this afternoon announced that they will commence collation by 6 p.m. From 6, it was moved to 7. Then 7, just a few minutes past 7, they commenced, and they announced that of Ekiti State. And after the announcement of Ekiti State, they adjourned till 11 a.m. tomorrow. The purpose of that adjournment, according to the INEC chairman, is to enable states that have no, direct flight to Abuja to connect by road. So we hope that by tomorrow, on or before 11, that they will arrive so that there will be a smooth collation and announcement. I know the whole country have dissipated enough energy to ensure that this process yield a targeted result, and then we pray and hope so. There are so many pioneering moves made within this. Is that the youth of this country have never voted the way they did in this current election. So the anxiety, every other thing. So before inviting our guest for this evening, let's look at the result so far released, which is the result of Ekiti State. The total vote cast was 314,472. I take it again. Total vote cast 314,472. Valid votes 308,171. 308,171. 308,171. Rejected votes 6,301. Again, I take it again. The rejected vote 6,301. What a loss. Then out of the parties that participated, from all indications, the APC carried the day as far as Ekiti State, results that trickled in from Ekiti State is concerned, and as announced by INEC. APC scored 201,400. APC 201,404. We chose the names of political parties because right here in Nigeria is the party that wins the election and not the candidate. So you can understand why we are, particularly, concerned about the party as against the candidate. So it's not by any means a mistake, but that will not equally stop us from mentioning that the flag bearer for APC is Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu. So, but by extension, so he scored 201,414 votes. Then the PDP, was the closest with 89,554 votes. 89,554 votes. ADC 1,337 votes. 1,337 votes. Then the Labour Party scored 11,397 votes. 11,397 votes. Currently, this is the way it stands, and is a sign. I wouldn't know. The pendulum can swing to any direction it can. But for now, this is the way INEC has released it. So we are all watching and hoping that by tomorrow we'll make appreciable progress, in this direction. And we are ready, willing, and eager to, keep you posted as soon as these results are, are rolled out by APC, by INEC, and we can't do anything without them. We cannot act, out of context. We can't pick information from the gutter. INEC is both the constituted and the instituted authority to charge with that responsibility. It's their statutory responsibility, and they are the only one that can do that. So what we've given you for now is what they delivered. And at the same time, this evening, even as we speak, chances are that the election might still be on in some polling units within Warri South local government area. Those places that couldn't, have their elections yesterday, they were rescheduled for this morning. And even at that, the INEC officials couldn't make it early to their polling units. And so we are now being joined by, here in the studio, by Barrister Mrs. Victoria O'Hare, Ibezim O'Hare. Victoria is the founder and director of research, Spaces for Change. Spaces for Change is a Lagos-based non-governmental organization with branches across the country. It's a development-focused agency. Victoria, on her part, is not just a lawyer, but a serious lawyer, an Harvard-trained lawyer, and a specialist in counter-terrorism. Madam, thanks for joining us. You are welcome to Baramatu Voice Studio.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, madam. And how are you this evening?
I'm very well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, we obviously, on behalf of the Baramatu Voice news organization, we thank you for making out time out of your very tight schedule, to join us to discuss this, issue. I mean, the just concluded election, presidential and national assemblies election. But just as a way of providing direction to this conversation, INEC just released the Ekiti State result, then giving the victory to the APC. According to INEC, APC scored 201,414 votes. Then others were in no particular order: ADC 1,337 votes, Labour Party 11,397 votes, and PDP 89,554 votes. The total valid vote was 314,472 votes, while rejected votes were 6,301. This is the way it stands for now, because after the Ekiti State result, INEC adjourned till 11 a.m. tomorrow, being Monday. That is when the Collation Center will open again. what is your general, impression about the recently held presidential and national assemblies election, madam?
Yes, like many Nigerians, we we were very excited about the election. As you're already aware, this is the year a lot of people were determined to ensure that they participated in the electoral process. We had a lot of first timers registering to vote. We had people, we saw people traveling across continents just to exercise their civic duty. We saw massive excitement, preparation, and the enthusiasm among the electorate to participate. But what has happened in the last 2 days has they have been surprising to many Nigerians because a lot of people were assured of the preparedness of INEC. They had 4 years. They told, they introduced new technologies, improved some, made lots of adjustments that people regarded as improvement to the electoral process.
Okay.
But what we saw in the last 2 days, they have been significantly shocking, overwhelmingly shocking.
So, by
For the most part, we got reports of too many things that happened in different parts of the country, from voter intimidation to voter suppression to ballot post matching to thuggery to later arrival of officials and materials to inclusion and omission of certain participants from the polling materials to shortage of voting materials in certain polling units to disenfranchisement of certain voters to children voting in certain parts of the country. Here, not just children, even big toddlers voting in certain parts of the country. And too many logistical problems. Lots of inducements noted in different voters' inducements in different parts of the country. And the expectation that technology, the diverse technology would cure. It's not like all of these things I discussed here. They're not new to our electoral processes. There were expectations. Expectations were really high that the diverse technology will lay a lot of these problems to rest, and unfortunately it didn't. So I join many Nigerians to shake my head in disbelief, totally shocked, about what has happened, and how INEC didn't ensure that excitement stayed till the end.
wow, even here in the studio, I've joined you, in shaking my head too. So we have not made, in clear terms, we have not made progress.
Well, unfortunately, we haven't. That's what the incidents we are receiving from across the states are showing. But weeks before now, there was a lot of assurance and reassurances from high places that this election will really make a difference. But unfortunately, reality on the ground does not match public expectations.
So, by interpretatively, you are saying that electoral challenge in the country have defied every solution. Is that what you are saying?
I would not say they have defied every solution. I would say that the political will to make changes
On whose part?
has never had that.
Okay, on the part of INEC, the federal government, or even the Electoral Act.
This particular election,
Yes.
a huge chunk of the blame goes to INEC.
INEC, wow, yes.
A huge chunk of the blame goes to INEC because the politicians will, it is usual for politicians to always find a way to subvert the electoral process. And it is the duty of INEC to be smarter and ahead of them.
Of course, yes.
So when INEC has intentionally refused to be ahead of them, because that's what we're seeing, that's what yesterday's incident revealed. where many polling booth people have conducted elections safely and could not upload the results. When INEC, the electoral regulation says you upload your results from your polling unit.
Okay.
And in several places they couldn't, which is a violation of the regulation.
Wow, that's serious. Then on
that alone undermines the integrity of the electoral process, because if it is not uploaded in the full glare of all party agents and electoral observers, and then maybe uploaded in the house of a political chieftain or in the private house of an individual, then that erodes the entire integrity of the
process.
You cannot turn around and say it's a free and fair election.
Free and fair.
No.
Okay. So, by extension, so even the result just declared few minutes ago cannot be, trusted.
Well, I would not say the results cannot be trusted, because the incidents in it, will determine to what extent those results reflect the will of the people. What election is simply about reflection of the will of the people through the ballot.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it is to what extent do those results reflect the will of the people? If they substantially reflect the will of the people, that is fine. That cannot be challenged. But where electoral outcomes do not reflect the will of the people, where the processes follow to achieve those outcomes are at variance with the electoral laws and regulations laid down by the same INEC, you cannot say a fair election.
Yeah. Madam, on your concern about intimidation, should INEC still be blamed, or the security officers?
Well, in most of the places where intimidation happened, and there was evidence that security agents, some of them were present and some looked the other way. There were places where security agents, especially the military, intervened and restored order. So, to what extent would you blame INEC? Well, the security forces, days before the election, for those of us in Lagos, we saw the show of force by security officers. But the incident of stopping of voter suppression and intimidation in Lagos, people are questioning what was the use for that show of force. What was the need for it? So I think all of these incidents, even though they are isolated incidents, that is, they are giving room for people to suspect a conspiracy.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's not. It's okay. It's understandable. Now.